Among the many treasures in Feng Shui, few are as captivating or mysterious as the Dzi bead. These ancient agate talismans have been revered for centuries in Tibetan and Himalayan cultures. They are believed to hold celestial energy, offer spiritual protection, and open the door to deep transformation. Whether you're in a bustling market in Asia or browsing an online Feng Shui shop, chances are you'll come across these powerful beads displayed with great care and reverence. Dzi beads are often worn as bracelets or necklaces, but they're far more than just decoration. They're seen as spiritual armor, guarding against misfortune while drawing in good fortune, health, love, and prosperity. And it doesn't stop there. When placed in your home or workspace, these beads are thought to purify energy fields, clear away negativity, and uplift the entire atmosphere. Let's dive into the legends, symbolism, types, and practical ways to use Dzi beads, and discover why these fascinating artifacts have held such spiritual importance for so long. The word Dzi isn't Chinese. It comes from Tibetan and is pronounced Zi. It can be translated to mean shine, brightness, or splendor. In Chinese, these beads are called Tianzhu, meaning heaven's bead. No one knows exactly where Dzi beads came from. The ancient ones are made from natural agate, and while modern versions are still made from agate, they're not considered as rare or as powerful. Genuine ancient Dzi beads are incredibly rare and can be extremely expensive. While scholars believe Dzi beads were created by ancient humans carving patterns into agate, Tibetan and Himalayan people hold a more mystical view. They believe these beads fell from the heavens, and owning a real Dzi bead is a blessing that brings good karma. Genuine Dzi beads are thought to absorb cosmic energy from the universe, making them powerful spiritual tools. In Tibetan temples, Dzi beads are often used to decorate revered relics and statues. They're believed to ward off evil, attract blessings, and protect from illness and harm. In fact, some Tibetans even believe that Dzi beads can protect a person from gunshots. Most genuine Dzi beads come from Tibet, though they can also be found in other parts of the Himalayas, like Bhutan and Sikkim. Often, they're discovered buried in fields by farmers and shepherds. This mystery, how they can be man-made yet found underground, only adds to their legend and value. The beads feature decorative symbols like circles, squares, waves, and stripes. The more unusual the design, the more prized and expensive the bead. Generally, opaque beads, especially those in dark brown or black, are more valuable than translucent ones. One Tibetan legend tells of magical insects that lived in nests called Dzi Chang, and these insects eventually turned into stone. Another story says that the compassionate Vajravarahi Buddha released Dzi beads from heaven to help Tibetans during a terrible epidemic. Although they're most associated with Tibet, Dzi beads have been found across Central Asia, India, and even the Middle East. This suggests they were not just spiritual tools, but also traded as luxury goods. Some researchers believe they could trace back to ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia or the Indus Valley, where similar etched agate stones were used. Dzi beads are often identified by the number of eyes they have, those circular patterns etched into the surface. They can have anywhere from none to as many as 21. Each number carries a different meaning or benefit. Here's a quick overview. 1 eye, wisdom and happiness. 2 eyes, career, love, and friendships. 3 eyes, happiness, honor, and long life. 4 eyes, removes bad luck and obstacles. 5 eyes, wealth, success, and happiness. 6 eyes, lessens sadness and suffering. 7 eyes, career, health, and relationships. 8 eyes, protection from harm. 9 eyes, wealth, power, and luck. 10 eyes, clears career blocks and boosts relationships. 11 eyes, deepens spiritual insight. 12 eyes, fame and leadership. 13 eyes, connection with ancestors. 14 eyes, clears karma. 15 eyes, wisdom and fortune. 16 eyes, joy and emotional uplift. 17 eyes, confidence and charisma. 18 eyes, protection from anxiety. 19 eyes, fulfills ambitions. 20 eyes, health and vitality. 21 eyes, ultimate protection and fortune. Dzi beads also come in a variety of shapes. Carnelian, Tibetan Dzi. Reddish, used for vitality and healing. Long cylindrical, symbolizes stability. Short cylindrical, compact, ideal for bracelets. Uneven, rare, raw energy. Oval, balance and harmony. Round, emotional balance. Coin-shaped, wealth and prosperity. Decorative designs on the beads also hold meaning. Lotus, purity and awakening. Tiger tooth, courage and protection. Dragon eye, insight and divine vision. Dorje, Vajra, spiritual strength. Garuda, healing and overcoming obstacles. Turtleback, longevity and grounding. Nectar bottle, abundance and wisdom. Wearing Dzi beads is the most common way to benefit from their energy. Wearing them close to the skin allows their vibration to sync with your own aura. Here are a few tips. 1. Let the bead touch your skin when worn. 2. Take it off before bathing. The water is fine, but the string can weaken. 3. Don't wear it while doing anything considered disrespectful, like taking out the trash. 4. Replace it if it breaks. Handle it carefully. 5. When not in use, place it on a dedicated Feng Shui altar. To keep your Dzi beads clean. 1. Soak them in warm water with 10 grams of yushu salt for 24 hours once a month. 2. Lightly brush them while soaking once a week. 3. Wipe them regularly with a dry towel to remove buildup. 4. Let them dry naturally outdoors occasionally. Dzi beads can also be spiritually charged. Chanting mantras like Om Mani Padme Hum while holding the bead can energize it. Leaving it under the full moon with incense and prayer helps purify it. Getting a blessing from a Tibetan Lama can greatly enhance its power. In Tibetan Buddhism, Dzi beads are more than lucky charms. They're sacred objects believed to carry the blessings of enlightened beings. Some are used in rituals, while others are built into statues or paintings. Specific patterns, like the dorje, are used in meditation to build spiritual resilience. Designs like the lotus or nectar bottle are worn by people focused on spiritual growth. In Feng Shui, the bead's effect can be enhanced by matching it with your zodiac sign or elemental chart. For example, people born under the fire element might benefit from dark-colored beads, while those with a water element might prefer wave-patterned ones. Practitioners often use BZ or lunar charts to find the best fit. Because of their popularity, fake Dzi beads are everywhere. Here are some ways to tell the difference. 1. Real ancient beads have a soft, worn texture from age. 2. Their etchings look naturally fused into the stone. 3. A tap test produces a clear sound on real agate. 4. Agate doesn't warp under heat, but fakes might melt or smell. Always buy from trusted sources or get an expert to examine the bead. In the end, Dzi beads are much more than stones. They're symbols of wisdom, protection, and spiritual depth, bridging the ancient past with the modern present. Whether you wear them for protection, display them for energy, or keep them for spiritual connection, these beads carry stories from across the ages. Even modern replicas, when treated with care and respect, can become powerful tools for transformation. Ultimately, Dzi beads remind us to balance not only the spaces we live in, but also the energy within ourselves. Each bead becomes a personal talisman, connecting you to timeless wisdom and universal blessings. For more details on this topic, check out the corresponding article on our website. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.